Daily, we are involved with and have encounters across a variety of relationships. The dynamics differ depending on the type of relationship it is. A transactional relationship is often considered a one-off, that is, based on a specific deal with no anticipated future beyond the transaction. Buying a car is one such example. Once the car is purchased, unless there are warranty issues, you are unlikely to deal with the salesperson or finance manager again. A work or employment relationship, on the other hand, is ongoing and involves a series of multiple transactions. How you manage transactional conflicts where there is an ongoing, continual relationship brings with it long-term impacts. Mediation means bringing in an additional person to help parties in the voluntary resolution of the conflict between them. In preparing for the process, it's important to understand what mediation looks like and what it's designed to do. First, mediation is led by a neutral third party who has no business or personal relationship with the parties in conflict and no vested interest in the outcome of the conflict. The mediator is specifically trained to help manage the conflict in a positive way, provide new approaches and perspectives, and create a safe space in which to explore and develop new choices. The mediator will encourage the parties' creativity in coming up with solutions to conflict. In the end, the mediator's sole purpose is to help parties reach resolution by helping them narrow their differences and manage their conflict. People often confuse the terms mediation and arbitration and use them interchangeably. It is important to understand that these are separate, distinct approaches to conflict resolution that do not resemble each other. Mediators never make rulings, judgments, or decisions, nor do they control the outcomes. Their job is purely to help parties reach better negotiated resolution. Arbitration, on the other hand, features advocates, usually attorneys, witnesses, cross-examination, documents entered into evidence, and most importantly, a decision or ruling by the arbitrator. Mediation does not resemble arbitration in any way. There is no ruling to fear, and one or both parties can exit the process at any time. Sometimes parties have the foresight to see that the process they're using is not working, although they aren't actually stuck yet, or they may have a contract that is expiring, so it's time-specific and needs to move forward quickly. Or perhaps there's a business demand, such as increased production needs, staffing issues, or the introduction of new technology. Regardless of what brings parties to mediation, here's how to prepare for a successful mediation process. First, it's important to understand why parties are in mediation in the first place. What are the underlying issues? And what are the real concerns or real interests? Once those are determined and understood, parties can expand their choices to resolve conflict. It's important for parties to keep in mind that they are in mediation because they value an agreement. The mediator will ask for a statement of issues from the parties. Be prepared to identify what these are. Parties often have different ideas about what the problem is. Sometimes a single solution will work for two completely different perceptions of the problem. Understand and be able to articulate both sides of the conflict. Make a list of where you are aligned and where you are apart. Be able to specifically describe what the parties' differences are. Sometimes parties are aligned on issues, but instead have significant interpersonal, organizational, philosophical, or other differences that prevent them from finding or articulating the similarities or common interests that they share. The parties, as well as the mediator, need to know who the influencers and decision makers are. Specifically, it's important that the people who are present in mediation have the authority to commit to an outcome on an issue or have the ability to directly access those who can make it happen. Remember, there's something parties want out of every conflict, but wants are different than needs. Ask yourselves, why do you want to prevail and what do you need to make it so? Be prepared to identify the likely outcome in the absence of an agreement. Keep in mind that all conflicts end, one way or another. This is the opportunity to have the most control over the outcome because parties have absolute control in mediation. Choices determine outcomes. Regardless of what brings parties to mediation, trusting the process, the safety of the environment, and the value of the mediator's experience and confidentiality yields the greatest gains. Finally, parties are encouraged to look at mediation as an opportunity. With the mediator's help, both parties can expand their choices with optimum opportunity to control the outcome. At its best, mediation is an opportunity to increase understanding, narrow differences, and resolve existing conflicts. At the very least, it is an opportunity to be more fully informed regarding options, outcomes on issues, and consequences. Regardless of the outcome, fully participating in mediation truly is an opportunity for full resolution of conflict, as well as an opportunity to build better relationships for the future. Because at the end of the day, it's all about relationships, isn't it?